Welcome to Audiobook Bay, where we break down the best business and personal development books into actionable insights. Today, we're diving into The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey, a transformational guide that has helped millions of people take control of their finances and build lasting wealth. This book has genuinely changed lives and created a movement of people committed to financial freedom instead of financial slavery. The Total Money Makeover is one of the most practical and action-oriented personal finance books ever written. What makes it different from most finance books is that it doesn't just give you theoretical principles. It gives you a specific, numbered, step-by-step plan that hundreds of thousands of families have followed to completely transform their financial situations. If you're willing to follow the plan, it works. Dave Ramsey's philosophy is simple. Money is a tool, and like any tool, you need to know how to use it properly. The Total Money Makeover isn't just about saving money or cutting back on lattes. It's a comprehensive, step-by-step plan to eliminate debt, build an emergency fund, and create the life you actually want without financial stress weighing you down. If you're drowning in credit card debt, stressed about student loans, or feeling like you'll never get ahead no matter how hard you work, this book offers real solutions and a proven path forward. Many people feel ashamed about their financial situation, but Ramsey's message is one of hope. From today forward, you can make different choices. Takeaway 1. Your mindset is your greatest wealth-building asset. Before you can change your financial life, you have to change your thinking. Ramsey emphasizes that personal finances are 99% behavioral and only 1% head knowledge. Most people know what they should do, but they don't do it because their habits and beliefs keep them stuck in destructive patterns. You could give the same financial advice to 100 people, and most wouldn't change. Why? Because they don't believe they're capable of change, they don't believe they deserve financial peace, or their identity is wrapped up in being broke. Ramsey teaches that, before you follow the baby steps, you must first decide that your current financial situation is unacceptable and that you're willing to do whatever it takes to change it. Takeaway 2. Debt is an enemy to your freedom. Ramsey takes a bold stance. Debt is not a tool. He argues that borrowing money for a car, credit cards, or anything else except a home mortgage puts you on a treadmill where you work for the lender, not for yourself. Debt steals your future income and prevents you from building real wealth. This perspective differs from conventional financial wisdom that says debt can be good if used strategically. Ramsey's position is more radical. Debt itself is a form of slavery. When you owe money to a lender, you have no freedom. They own a piece of your future earnings. The piece that comes from owing nobody anything is worth more than any car you could borrow money to buy. Takeaway 3. The baby steps are your roadmap to financial peace. Ramsey's most famous contribution is the 7 baby steps, a proven sequence that has transformed millions of households. The early steps focus on creating stability, a small emergency fund of $1,000, paying off all debt using the debt snowball method, and building a full emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses. These steps aren't theoretical. They're battle-tested strategies that work because they address both the practical financial problems and the psychological aspects of money management that derail most people's good intentions. Takeaway 4. The debt snowball creates momentum and psychological wins. Instead of paying off debt mathematically by interest rate, Ramsey recommends listing debts from smallest to largest and attacking them one at a time. As you eliminate each debt, you roll that payment into the next one, creating a snowball effect. This strategy delivers quick wins that keep you motivated when the journey gets long. Personal finance experts often argue that mathematically, you should pay the highest interest rate first. But Ramsey understands human behavior. A quick win, eliminating that first small debt in a few weeks, provides psychological fuel that keeps people going through the harder months ahead. The emotional boost of seeing a debt completely gone is worth more than a few percentage points of interest savings. Takeaway 5. Income is your most powerful wealth-building tool. Your income is your greatest asset in the journey toward wealth. Ramsey encourages readers to focus on increasing earnings through raises, promotions, or side hustles. A temporary increase in income can dramatically accelerate your progress through the baby steps and compress decades of debt payoff into just a few years. This is a game-changing perspective because it shifts focus from deprivation and sacrifice toward abundance and growth. Rather than constantly saying no to yourself, you can attack debt from two angles simultaneously: cutting expenses and increasing income. Takeaway 6. Investing is only for those with a solid foundation. Once you've completed the early baby steps, Ramsey introduces investing in retirement accounts and non-retirement investments. His recommendation is straightforward: 15% of gross household income into tax-advantaged retirement accounts and real estate investments. This steady, disciplined approach builds compound wealth over time. Ramsey is emphatic that you should not be investing if you're still carrying consumer debt. Trying to build wealth while in debt is like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. Get the debt plugged first, then invest aggressively. Takeaway 7. Real estate is the key to generational wealth. After debt is eliminated and retirement accounts are funded, Ramsey shifts focus to building real estate wealth. He advocates for paying off your home and then using the power of real estate to build multi-generational wealth. Paid-off real estate, whether your home or rental properties, becomes a stable, inflation-protected asset. Unlike stocks, which can be confusing and volatile for many investors, real estate is tangible. You can see it, touch it, and understand its value. Ramsey teaches that real estate creates wealth through three mechanisms: principal paydown, appreciation, and rental income. A paid-off home or rental property that generates income is an asset that truly works for you. Takeaway 8. Children learn wealth-building behaviors from watching their parents. One of Ramsey's most important messages is that your children are watching how you handle money. Teaching kids the difference between wants and needs, rewarding work ethic, and involving them in the family budget creates financially responsible adults. Wealth transfer isn't just about money, it's about passing down healthy financial habits. This multi-generational impact is often overlooked but incredibly powerful. The work you do today to build financial discipline creates a legacy that shapes your children's entire financial futures and potentially your grandchildren's as well. Takeaway 9. Giving generously becomes possible only after financial peace is established. Once you've built wealth, Ramsey encourages readers to become givers and help others achieve financial freedom. This isn't guilt-driven obligation. It's the natural outflow of someone who has experienced financial peace. Generosity from a position of strength is one of life's greatest rewards. Ramsey himself has given away hundreds of millions of dollars through his foundation and personal giving. He teaches that you cannot give away money you don't have, and you cannot sustain giving that violates your own financial boundaries. Build your own financial house first, then have the joy and privilege of lifting others out of poverty and despair. Takeaway 10. Your net worth is simply a scorecard of your financial decisions. Your current financial situation is the result of all your past money decisions. The good news is that from today forward, you can make different decisions. Ramsey's message is one of hope and empowerment. Regardless of where you're starting from, following the baby steps will lead to financial peace and wealth. It doesn't matter if you're earning $100,000 a year or $30,000 a year. The baby steps work because they are about your behavior and priorities, not your income level. The Total Money Makeover is a call to action, a challenge to stop drifting and start intentionally building the life you want. If you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck or stressed about debt, this book offers a proven roadmap. The real transformation begins not with the book, but with your decision to follow through. Thousands of testimonials show families that were hopeless, families buried in debt, families with no emergency fund and no retirement savings who followed these steps and within a few years had complete peace and a clear path to wealth. Your life will not change until you change your mind about money. When you decide that debt is not normal, that living paycheck to paycheck is not acceptable, and that you deserve financial freedom. Everything shifts. The strategies are simple. The execution requires persistence. But the results, the freedom, the peace of mind that comes from building wealth intentionally, that's worth every ounce of effort. Thousands of families have used the baby steps to transform their financial lives. Some were making six figures, but completely broke. Others were making modest incomes and building significant wealth. The baby steps work regardless of your starting income because they are about priorities and discipline, not luck or special circumstances. The families who stick with the plan for several years invariably reach financial peace and begin building real wealth. The Total Money Makeover is more than a finance book. It's a life philosophy. When you reach financial peace, you're not just changing your bank account. You're changing your life. You eliminate stress from your marriage, you sleep better at night, and you gain the freedom to make decisions based on what you want, not on financial desperation. Thanks for listening to Audiobook Bay. Subscribe for more summaries of the world's best books that help you live better and build the life of your dreams.